right, go. Please go.
Okay, go, good. Which that's it. That doesn't have a mic. What? Don't you need one with a mic? I didn't. All right, well, 30 minutes in, and we are on the air. Isaac Rosenthal here with Iñaki Gonzalo. We'll jump right in because we've got a game already underway. Lane United took a 1-0 lead in that game about 9-10 minutes in through Jordan Jones. Nice headed goal in, and Lane United having not too much trouble through the first 20 or 25 minutes. TSS figuring it out a little bit, we would say, since then, but still Lane United controlling the game as they play here on the far side. That's Isma Fernandez on the ball, and Isma will get rid of it, tries to play it in.
Yeah, the adjustment you mentioned is that TSS Rovers decided to switch from the back three they were starting to a back four, and that have kind of set up them much better. And also, on the other hand, Lane United has relaxed a little bit, been a little bit too casual with the ball in the feet. And now we have a kind of a new game, and but as you mentioned, it's 1-0 for Lane. But Lane has to regain possession, has to regain their aggressivity and their intensity, and look for different ways to attack. Now that the way they were attacking in the first 10 minutes is not anymore open.
Yeah, they had it so easy through that first little bit that now they've got to play for real, and playing for real, sort of a theme tonight. This is the first real game, at least at home, for Lane United this year. They did have a brief road trip north of the border, including a 2-2 draw against this TSS Rovers team, and also dropped one to Victoria 4-1. TSS, similar luck for their part on the season. They dropped 2 and won one game against Calgary, and then the 2-2 draw against Lane United. So very early days here, PDL Northwest.
But very important days for Lane United. We were talking at the beginning of the game with the coaches and about how much a difference it makes to have a win or not to get a win. And I know it might sound a little bit simple, but 3 points are a lot in PDL since it's a short season. And especially the games at home, you really need to get those 3 points.
Absolutely. And a big game for TSS, too. Every game is big when you start the season on -3 points, as the Rovers did. Some roster complications. Actually, the second consecutive year that the Northwest Division has had a team start on -3. And here's a shot fired in, and a save there. As Isma Fernandez, he's been known to shoot from distance. We've seen that before. We saw him score from outside the box in the first friendly.
Yeah, he scored against NCU, and he scored also in Canada against Highlanders. And that was a great shot and a very good save by Hicks, number 30, the goalkeeper of TSS Rovers. Let's see what happens in the corner now.
Lane have played a couple of them short so far, but Isma's going to play this one into the box, back post, and collected again by the TSS keeper, 34th minute.
And we can already see in the image the back four with the 2 center backs, the number 3 and the number 5. And well, if nobody takes care of Kiamara, he's going to continue to go high. But again, that was one of the the biggest switch in for TSS. Now they are feeling more comfortable. So we'll see how these 12 last minutes of the first half develop, because they are going to be very, very important for the development of the game.
And Rovers now across midfield. On the attack is TSS from the far side. Looking to get the cross in, they do, but getting his foot on it is Sam Tweeten, wearing the very traditional defender's number of number 11. Maybe not so much, but a tradition of defenders wearing irregular numbers at Lane United. Christian De Luis used to play center back wearing the number 7.
Let's see what happens in this play. Zach Verhoeven is going to take the corner kick.
It'll come in off the heads and now cleared away all the way back to the TSS keeper. around midfield. And setting up here.
Yeah, it's Joel Waterman, their main guy on the midfield, their anchor midfielder. He's one of the most important players for TSS. He leads the team from the midfield. He is also very vocal, and he's a really good player for all those that are watching the game. As Zach Verhoeven, the ones that make that flick, and this can be a chance for TSS.
Dangerous indeed for TSS, and deflected there.
Yeah, we didn't have the chance of talking at the beginning of the game, but we wanted to mention some very flashy and nice to watch players on the TSS flank. As we were mentioned, number 16, Joel Waterman, with experience in PDL. Number 6, Zach Verhoeven, a very skillful player. And I will mention as well number 14 and number 10, two physical players who have scored already for TSS this season.
So from the back now, Lane United trying to play for Zambrano, but headed away. No harm though, as it goes back to the Reds, who are of course in yellow
Great
tonight. Will make it
pressure.
complicated for you. Good pressure from TSS, and a chance
Oof.
now.
Yep.
Tackle made, and
And that's
Call
all.
made.
That's all it takes. So let's put some words to this play, because Camara was playing on the left flank at the beginning of the game, and it was not fruitful for the team. Then they moved him playing in the midfield with Joel Waterman, and he has bring that physicality, he has bring that intensity and that pressure. And from a defensive, theoretically play, you just make an aggressive move, an attacking play that can put the tie in the score. So it's never just defense, it's never just offense. The game is fluid, and that's a great proof of that.
well, a penalty upcoming for TSS. They had a PK in their home match against Lane United as well that was converted. Big moment here on the 38th minute.
Camara versus Miralles. Camara versus Miralles.
And in the back of the net.
Oof.
Sent Miralles the wrong way. 1-1.
That was a great taken penalty kick. That was a PK taken with a lot of confidence. And soccer is not about any specific individual, but that goal is all made by number 10, Hassami Camara. That's all. That's all his effort, his pace, his intensity, his decisiveness, and then his calm to put the ball in the net. So here we have minute 38, the tie on the score.
And Akeem Ward now on the ball for Lane United.
Yeah, number 10 is Miralles.
Now towards Jordan Jones. Jones with his back to goal will try and collect it for himself. Able to keep possession, but hounded on the sideline, and that knocked out a play. Or was he fouled?
Yeah, the ref has called that, although in previous similar plays he never called that. And this is a great chance for the Yellows. Jaime Miralles is going to call it to the center of the box probably, and let's see if Nick Moon, Casey Tabbs, or Jordan Jones can head it into the net.
All played in, looking for Jones, but not able to find him.
Yeah, a little too strong.
You got to hit that so perfect. A lot of variables to that play.
And it's also the moment in which the wind is starting to go stronger, as usually happens here at Bokeep Center. So it's also another factor, as you were mentioning.
Yeah, we certainly talked about that last year a lot. The wind at the at Les Schwab Center, especially, it seems to swirl against that field house and make
Yes.
that left side goal from the broadcast area. Very strange patterns. After the foul, Reds on the ball now. Good quick touch passing, but will turn into a foul.
Yeah, Chas Fertal fouled Joel Waterman, and he got the yellow card. It was not unintentional, but you are not there just to judge the intention, especially when the tackle already happened. Which Casey Chas Fertal today is playing as a left fullback, which is a little unfamiliar position for him. And let's see how John Gallas solved the equation of the fullbacks, especially on the left, further on during the season. By the way, Waterman seems to be a little in pain right now.
Definitely not moving the way he'd like. We'll see if he can get his legs back under him.
Yep, he's back.
And there it is.
Oh, sort of. We can mention as well that TSS Rovers is a little bit short. That has been one of the biggest issues for them this season. They only have 4 subs, and so we have to remember as well that they are playing on Sunday. So definitely fitness and how much tired the team is going to be an issue moving forward.
It's a tough balancing act for a coaching staff, especially with as many subs as you get in the PDL. You want to play everybody, but you got to keep some freshness maybe for the weekend as well. Throw in coming in pretty advanced position for Lane United as Akeem Ward gets us started. Not taken away by the visitors.
Yeah, it's Hildebrand going all the way, playing with Hitanen.
And playing now opposite side goes TSS, trying to make a move, and the shot in, nicely done there. You and I were talking about the positioning of Mireles earlier, and he's Johnny on the spot again.
Every single save by him, he got the ball in his hand. He doesn't concede anything. And the other thing that we saw there is number 6 by TSS Rovers. A very spectacular play, very skinny, very short, but he has a lot of tricks. And so it's going to be difficult for Casey. He will need help when he is defending Zach Verhoeven.
Here's Jones now for Fernandez. Isma Fernandez at the edge of the box and has it taken away. Last couple of moments of the first half, this 1-1 draw. Mireles comes up and nearly ran into a teammate, but the fire drill safely averted. Jones now for Fernandez. Isma Fernandez, who's had quite the last 6 months, traveling around the globe and finding his way back to the Eugene Springfield area. Zambrano trying to play in there.
And right there in that play, Zambrano in the first 5-10 minutes of the game, he was just immediately 1v1 against the number 5. Right now, the adjustment, let's see how this play develops.
Tweeten will run it down. He's got no option but to play it out, though.
The adjustment made by TSS is just putting number 15 and number 11 discipline on the left so they can match with Akeem Ward and Brandon Zambrano. And since then, Lane United hasn't been able to produce as they were so easily in the first 10 minutes. And guess what? The goal also came from that flank. Actually in a cross by him, right? By Zambrano, if I'm not wrong.
Another corner coming for TSS. That piece is always dangerous. And this one played in, headed away, only to the edge of the box. Could still create something for the visitors. And all the way across the halfway stripe, but still TSS ball. Matt Coffey got a foot to that one. And United unable to control it though, and TSS will try to mount an attack again.
And we are right now on minute 45. Let's see how many minutes extra we have to play in this first half.
It's always a bit of a guessing game how much stoppage time we'll get at this level.
Well, usually the assistant referees have to show it and mark it to the coaches, to the benches, but I haven't seen anything. I assume at least 1 minute because we are still playing, right?
Hasn't been any extended stoppage I can think of in the first half.
No, I agree with that.
Don't think we'd see more than, I'd be fine with 1, maybe 2, but not much of a need for more than that as they play it wide for Isma, too wide and into touch. Up the middle goes TSS. Odd bounce, and this will be a chance for the Rovers, poked away. Still on the ball is TSS.
Oof.
Chances for one more punch at the end of the half, and they'll get another corner at least.
Number 14, Tierny, he got the opportunity on his strong feet to finish that play. Instead, he was trying to go for the dribble, and the opportunity vanished or finished there.
And we'll
you have to take the chances when you get them, otherwise.
Probably we'll see this corner and not much more. They play it on the ground and shot through. Well, one more corner, that shot deflected.
Yeah.
TSS have gotten some shots off on their corners.
But as you mentioned, I don't think there is any reason to have the game going 2 more minutes. This is really unexpected.
And winning again, this time a different height. The header very weakly toward goal, and
finally
Red's in front of it, and now we get the whistle. So Iñaki and I will take a break along with the players, and we will be back with you a little bit before the second half to discuss what happened in the first and maybe set the table a little bit more than we had a chance to do before the game. But for now, we'll take a quick break. Don't you go anywhere.
Do you want to go run on the field? What? No, you gotta wear.
Attention, Lady United fans. We'd like to show your support for the Save the Bee project. Purchasing $1 raffle to get the chance to win a pair of bubble scissors. 100% of those go to Save the Bee. Stop by the merchandise tent for more information. Attention, Lake United fans of the field. Please enjoy on the left or north side of the field. Please move to the left side of the field so that our players can continue to warm up. Once again, any non-Man United player, please move to the left side of the field. Thank you.
Well, and I wrote down
Straight up.
and he just does well enough to stay out of the way.
I'm already there on ours. Okay, so.
He's having a good game. Now, I've got the warnings on the Saturday morning. Actually, put in. He gave a warning. Marty! So, when you give a warning, that's enough. That's enough. Well, it's just on the whole team. You have 3 different players, but all 3 were tackles. All 3 were in that position. Well, on the third one, I think that's enough. I don't care who it is. The warning was there. Now, he didn't make this clear, but 28 seconds in it, he had the first foul. He's been really good. And this kid down here, he's doing really good. And Michael's doing well. I like Michael to relax. The other thing is when they come before the official, standing there. I got all 4.
Yeah, I barely. What's the name in English? Biggest thing on this game that I'm seeing is it's not speed. If everybody shot it, they're going to be fine. The shoulder charge, just need to still it's a shoulder. It's just who's got the better shoulder charge. Both people say that.
That's one. They got to win the next one. That's tomorrow. If they need it. That's great.
And don't forget to stop by the Way of Lighting merchandise tent for the large selection of t-shirts, hoodies, hats, and more. They've got something to make everyone locally owned Oakshire Brewery is serving up craft beer and beer. Oakshire Brewery portfolio and the Red Aces. The Oakshire Brewery Portfolio is now open for business on home and back sites. Head over and raise the flag for the boys in red. Attention all fans. Please exit the field at this time. Attention all fans. Please exit the field at this time. Thank you. Looking forward, by the way, to help your kids improve their soccer skills over the summer? Sign up for our upcoming 22 summer camp. Camps are open to boys and girls of all ages, ages 8 to 14. Head over to LayUnited.com/gifts to learn more and sign up your kids today.
Rick, how's that?
Yep, they don't.
Good.
We going? We're back here shortly before the start of the second half, so let's start by recapping what we saw in the first half. You and I talked about it a little bit. A sluggish start from TSS allowed Lane United to jump out to a 1-0 lead about 10 minutes in through Jordan Jones. Some adjustments made from TSS, some adjustments made from the broadcast booth as we got ourselves on air, and then the Rovers equalizing on a penalty kick about 38th minute of play, I believe it was. What was the biggest change you saw them make?
TSS?
TSS.
Yeah. We mentioned that they changed the back line from three members to four members, and they were just distributing better their defensive duties and their offensive duties, especially the defensive duties, because they were too easily punished on the right flank on the attack of Lane United by Brandon Zambrano. He was all the time just having his way against number 5, and it was very, very easy. So again, they made that adjustment. They put more numbers in the midfield, and so they kind of accumulated people in there, making very difficult for Lane United to continue operating. And so then the play by number 10 just tied the game. And honestly, right now, it's I'm sure that the talk at the half has been very intense, because you kind of have one game plan that is working, then the opposite team switches, and now you have to react and to find another way to attack. But sometimes more than the formation and the tactical changes is just your mindset. You have to come back to your principle, you have to come back to your identity. And for Lane, it's that thing, coming back to their identity with the ball on the feet, but then on the defensive side, they have to be much better on the transition defense. It's too easy for TSS to penetrate in the lane defense, and I think they have to figure out assignments in the defensive side for Lane United, because now TSS is also attacking them.
Yeah, and we'll have to see. The second half's going to be exciting here. It was a little bit, maybe not quite to the chippy point yet, but getting a little bit physical in that first half. These teams have a little bit of familiarity with each other. They've played once before. That was another closely contested game, a 2-2 game. Is there any specific thing you're going to be looking for in the second half?
Actually, along those lines, what you are mentioning is going to be very important, because we mentioned that they only had 3 subs plus the goalkeeper, and I think they have already put one new member, TSS. So in any case, the fitness or the ability to sustain the effort for the next 45 minutes is going to be crucial for TSS. That has been one of the biggest issues. They have been on the games against Calgary Foothills, arguably the best team in this division, but the last 15 minutes their level has dropped a lot. So let's see, and because Lane United knows that, is aware of that, and they know that they have to speed up the game, to step up their intensity. Let's see how that match up in this second half that is about to start.
All right, well, we are going to get ourselves turned around here. We can see what's going on. And you might hear the PA announcing the one sub we had for TSS. Lane United again in the yellow kits tonight, part of the Save the Bee project. Oakshire involved in that as well. TSS on the road in the black. Isma Fernandez played it for Coffee, and Coffee nearly ran himself into some trouble. Good job to salvage it, keep possession for Lane United. And Akeem Ward on the ball now. Back toward Coffee. Here's Lane in transition. Brief touch from Chubb for Tall. And now Zambrano again. Zambrano trying to dance his way through the forest.
We mentioned in the first half that the flank where everything was happening, it was the right flank of the attack of Lane United. And we also noticed that number 15 of TSS had some kind of issues physically. He's not anymore in the game, and it's been number 12, Pagura, which is a holding midfielder, but it's another player to look at. He's a really good player. He usually is a starter for this team, and he's gonna play in the holding mid with Waterman. He's gonna be a little bit deeper, so he's gonna free up Waterman a little bit more. And on the left flank now is playing number 2, which was one of the best in defensive duties for TSS. And Camara comes back to the left flank as an attacking winger. So let's see how this set up the table for the second half. On its part, Lane United keeps the same formation, the same members. Let's see if something happens in the way Lane attacks and and play in this second half.
It's about the third position we've seen Kamada in for TSS so far today. Very versatile. And the Reds able to get a poke to that one.
And now Kamara has to take on the defensive duties right there. Being versatile is one of the most important parts of the game. I would say for the future of the game. It's not anymore I play at this position and that's it. And we have one example today as well.
Hakeem Ward gets a touch to that one a little bit differently, but Ward's another versatile player. He'll usually be off to one flank or another, but he's played different positions on said flanks for John Gallus, both as a fullback and as an attacking winger.
Yes, and actually it's really relevant that we mention his name, because we haven't mentioned his name enough, not because we were not broadcasting, but because he was not being such a factor as he should be. He's an attacking force, although playing from the fullback. So the more we mention him in attack, the more it's gonna be much better for Lane United. That's for sure. The same happens with Matt Coffey, which is right there producing something. Let's see.
And here is Coffey. Coffey into the box.
Oh.
Into the middle, and bicycle kick attempted, and swing and a miss on that one. But still possession for Lane United.
I promise you, Isaac. Let's see.
Ooh,
The more
twisting
you
there.
mention Coffey, the more you mention Hakeem Ward. Yeah, the much better result is gonna be for Lane United.
And it was those wings that were working for Lane United in those first 15-20 minutes when they were the dominant force. A little bit more Zambrano north of the pitch than Ward, but Ward a little bit more than he had been for the second and third 15-minute chunks of that first half.
Yeah, indeed. Putting in that equation Zambrano with Coffey and Ward is crucial for Lane.
This one will go.
And I'm sure around the minute 60, John Gallas, Lane United coach, will start making moves because, yeah, you have your idea, but you also have to find plan B, plan C, moving on if you want to win this game, which is so important for the future in this season for Lane United. They have to win this game.
It's going to be a big year for Lane United. They really want to continue to push up. They're beginning to be one of the mainstays in this Northwest Division, doing a little bit better every season. And last year they were really near the top of the table more often than not before they took a couple of losses at the end of the year and dropped down a bit. But I think it's certainly to take nothing away from what Dave and John have done.
Let's see this duo, Verhoeven versus Casey Chaps. That's a good player, Verhoeven. Oof.
Crossed in and now cleared away just to finish that point. Just getting at, I think this team is ready to do better than they've done. They've been putting good pieces together. They've got a very good roster this season.
I do agree, Isaac.
And they're ready to take that next step. But meanwhile, got to get through this one.
Yes, and TSS feels more comfortable now. Again, number 12 gives them poise, time. He's always comfortable with the ball in his feet. So the game switched. Now it's like TSS got the ball and Lane is playing on the counter-attack. Let's see how this one develops.
So there's Mireles playing it up for Isma Fernandez. Now back to Mireles, and there's that wind we talked about off the back of the field house. Maybe got a teeny piece of that ball. Keeping it alive.
And see how comfortable number 12 right there with the ball is. You know, one thing it's, yeah, he's like, I'm not going to lose the ball.
And
now he has some words with Nick Moon, but that's telling you that he has some kind of, he trusts his abilities, he's not in a rush, and that gives the players on your team the ability to take into their preferred positions. And that's so important, and that's something that TSS were lacking in the first half as well. And that's something that Lane United has to find. I don't think that Coffey and Miralles, they are kind of splitting that function, but none of them is really saying, okay, I'm the one in charge of this. And we'll see how it develops. It's getting very, very interesting now in this second half.
Miralles will play it to Miralles. How about that?
Yeah, they are twin brothers. They are.
A couple of the different Spanish products on this Lane United team. There's another one in Isma Fernandez. Isma becoming a Lane United legend. And Coffee plays that one back towards Tweeten. Just getting set up as Lane United. Long ball from Tweeten. Here through Fernandez, and I don't think he took that one how he liked.
He went for power, and usually you always tell the boys, go for the technique. That's even difficult in the practice. It's even much more difficult in the game to have the poise to, again, to go for technique and not for power. It seems like Lane now has put together a couple of possessions, and it's starting to feel better about themselves, starting to produce from one flank to another. Let's see again. We are really getting into something nice.
Isma looking for Jordan Jones there. Lane does just enough to keep it alive. Now Zambrano. Zambrano with the shot. Deflected away. Couldn't tell if that was a defender or the TSS keeper. Minute 54 here. Keem Ward getting us restarted.
And we got one player warming up, is Hassani Dodson. I have been very impressed with him so far. Now, it's true that he has only played friendlies, but I am missing him a little bit on the field. I don't know what kind of move can happen, but I think he might be one of the moves to do by John Gallas. Let's see, Akeem Ward is on there now.
And there's Akeem Ward all the way by the corner flag, getting up the pitch, just like we talked about. And now Coffee's just got to play it the way he's facing, all the way to the halfway stripe in his back line. But back toward Matt Coffee, just past him and into touch. TSS to take over in the 55th.
It's difficult to say, but I would like to see Matt Coffey freed up again with that free role he has played for Lane so far in the season. He was so productive for the team, and I'm missing a little bit that playmaker ability that he has, because today he's playing too deep. We'll see what happens. Also a little bit more of pressure, trying to get something as TSS did in the play where they got the goal. Like right there, Miralles, but it's just by himself. It's probably not such an organized pressure.
And Ward's got a slide to that one to get a foot to it. Oof! Fired shot, and was that one ever a rocket? Miralles, though, made the save.
Simon Miralles is a hell of a goalkeeper. I keep saying this. I was so excited when I received the notice that he was going to be part of this team. He played excellent. He was one of the top goalies in the NCAA, and he's a gift to have here at Lane United this season.
Simon Miralles, 12-4-5 record at Clemson this year. Listed 6 feet tall, 178.
I don't know about that height.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's very, very optimistic, but that's not gonna say how good of a goalie he is.
He's 6 feet tall, then I'll give myself a couple extra inches too.
Exactly,
we need them.
Exactly
we
the
need
same
them.
for me. I'm fine now. I'm fine.
It's the shoes.
Again, 10 minutes into this second half, and we have seen a lot of things. Hopefully the game continue to have intensity, a level. And actually, we mentioned that Lane United should try to put another gear to the game, trying to hurt TSS Rovers. But so far, it's TSS just keeping enough possession to feel good about themselves.
Rovers will have the free kick here, 57th minute, and They're going to make another sub, so that's almost going to be all they can. One more substitution, pending anything crazy like a goal substitution on top of that, but wouldn't expect to see that.
Is the goal scorer number 14, Hietanen, not the goal scorer today, but their more prolific scorer, which is being subbed out, and in is Davidson, which is a good player, offensive-minded, of course, but he also had some issues the last game they played, so let's see how much he had in the tank for TSS today. Again, one of the biggest concerns for coach, for the coach of TSS, we were talking with him before, it's just the number of players they can play, especially considering that they are going to Seattle and playing at Sounders on Sunday in less than 2 days.
So you leave the Vancouver area, drive all the way down to Eugene, go all the way back up to Seattle, all in about 96 hours with 2 games involved. As the free kick there forces Miralles to backpedal.
That's exactly what happened, right? They got to Eugene area very late in the night yesterday. They got kind of 1 hour practice or warm up, just having your legs going a little bit in the morning. And now they are playing, and I think they are going to have the night here and then going up to Seattle area, as you mentioned.
Corner coming up for the Rovers. They'll play this one short. Now rung into the box and headed away by the Reds, but only towards a black shirt. Foul called there against the Rovers, and here we go again.
And there we are going to have the first substitution for Lane United. It's Hassani Dodson. Let's see who is sub out. I think it's Isma Fernandez.
It does look like Isma making the long run.
Let's see how the midfield rearrange.
You expect a like for like here, or you think they'll you expect a like for like substitution, or you think they'll rotate a bit?
There are so many different combinations, honestly, that John can put together. That that's one of them. It seems that he goes to the same position. Again, I'm hoping to have a little bit more of a free role for Matt Coffey, and I think Dodson could play where Coffey is playing now. But we'll see, because Dodson he also can play in between lines, and that's what Lane United needs. Oh, that's a good move by Jordan Jones.
Very good turn from Jordan Jones toward the box now, and not able to just get that last move, that last pass.
He got the separation, but then took too much time to decide what to do. When it was just time to get across or just to put an end to the play. I know it's easy to say and not so easy to do, but that's what Jordan should have done there.
Well, TSS trying to build from the back. Lane United trying to take it away. They nearly did, but that effort's going to cost them as it springs TSS up the pitch.
Yeah. That's number 6, Verhoeven. He has switched positions. One more position for Camara. He's now playing on the right winger. And Zach Verhoeven, which is a handful and a great player, he's going to receive the ball. He's going to face Akeem Ward. This is a great duel. Good by Akeem Ward.
Camara going to sleep well tonight. Mentally draining, too, to have to worry about all those different jobs.
When you are a good soccer player, you can play everywhere pretty much. And you can affect the game everywhere. And again, that was a nice play by number 12, Pagura. Giving that poise, that presence in there. He seems like he's walking, and he's pretty much walking, anticipating where the ball is going to go, just controlling, being like he's never under pressure. That's what I am trying to say, which is just the sign of a good player.
And there is Camara.
Good job by Miralles.
The good tackle. He'll try to now spring Jordan Jones onside.
Excellent.
Jordan Jones. It's a heavy touch, but he still got it, and he will get a shot off. Create the corner kick.
That's a much better play. Now Lane United playing a counter-attack, and Jordan Jones getting the first touch to insert himself in a good position and then trying to finish. That was a great play by Miralles and Jordan Jones.
Miralles will go to take the corner.
And this is the privilege of having Jones. You can play counter-attack and being effective.
Zambrano there for the short corner should they choose to do that, but instead played into the box, far end of the box, now towards Tweeten, and now cleared away all the way to Stadler and then back to Miralles. Zambrano's touch.
Take it!
A shot on.
And goal!
Scores! How about that one? That's Nick Moon.
Well, Nick Moon was saying, okay, if you're not putting any pressure on me, you're not putting any pressure on me, you're not putting any pressure on me, I'm gonna shot it. And he scored. Too easy. Just backing up is not defending. That's a decisive moment for this game. Is TSS Rovers gonna be able to come back again? This is a tough job now for TSS Rovers. Very good taking advantage of that situation by Nick Moon, who scored his first goal for Lane United.
Yeah, and he wasn't pressured too much. Doesn't take anything away from the goal, though. Good distance on that shot, and I think maybe the whole thing kind of took the TSS keeper a little bit off guard.
Oh,
maybe just the placement was that perfect.
Well, I think that again the TSS defenders were just backing, and they were not allowing they were not putting pressure, and they were just hiding the vision for the goalie.
Oh, here's another dangerous moment as Zambrano nearly jumped on him. Yeah, you might expect that kind of pressure-free long
And
shot.
look at that now. Woof! It's
all
open.
of a sudden Lane United feeling it again.
Yeah. This is why
They get the corner.
soccer is a game of moments. You take advantage of those ones, you are going to win a lot of games.
So 65th minute.
Miralles is going to take this free kick with his weak foot. I love it, with the left foot. Nice.
Nicely done. Headed down, and that's going to be called a foul against Lane United as red smoke wafts across the field. Gotta love it.
I don't know if it's going to be good if Miralles receives a shot.
Yeah, I don't know that Miralles will love it, but
It's
it
beautiful.
looks like the majority of the crowd has passed him now.
Well, yeah, it's beautiful for the atmosphere, but I'm sure he's thinking, hey, hope I don't get a shot right now. Let's see if he stays or not, because he's going against the wind as well,
It's
right?
it's a new position for the Red Aces this year. They
Yeah,
moved him
it's
behind
true.
that goal, and that's one of the kinks that's got to be worked out. Is what happens when you get an opportunity for some smoke on your own keeper. Visibility looks pretty good now, though.
Yeah, now the issue is for Hicks, TSS goalie.
He says you got to be kidding me.
Oh, such a nice ball by number 12, Pagura. That's a hell of a player. He plays for University of British Columbia. Just in case you are wondering, number 6, Zach Verhoeven as well. They have a good group of boys playing in Vancouver area.
Here's a chance for Lane United on the counter. Right into that
Nice.
smoke, and now it's dangerous. Trying to get the shot in, and I think he made a little too much of that.
I do agree. It was a great assist by Matt Coffey. Coffey producing again. You have to decide sooner, Brandon, in that one.
But this has been the formula for Lane United these last 10 minutes, and they continue to press up. Coffee to Akeem Ward.
Nice.
Little hot.
Yep.
Hot coffee.
Which is always the good coffee.
It's always the good coffee. Little hot, little strong.
Yep.
think I've entertained myself enough
no
now.
pressure for Pagura. It's too easy for him. He didn't connect the ball well, but Pagura, you have to identify he's moving the team. You cannot allow him to go just by himself so easily that he got the ball again. You have to put someone on him. He's the one moving the player. Oof. And that's a yellow card for Sam Tweedon, probably. Or
just outside the box, and
or not.
Well, I had the same thought as you, but
yep.
Looks like the caution's staying in the pocket.
He was very close even to the box, so that's hard to understand for me.
We'll revert to the company line. We did not have the same angle, the official did.
Yes. Okay, this is a good opportunity for TSS. I think it's Polisi probably, number 8, the one who is going to take. Is he going to shoot? Is he going to cross? In any case, it's a very dangerous position. Let's see how Miralles behaves in this opportunity. And the rest of the defense, of course.
Minute 69, but first a substitution looks like coming for Lane United.
Yes, and I think this is gonna free up the role for Matt Coffey. Let's see. I want to see what happens, but yeah, I don't want to go too much in advance. But it's Matthias Binder, another classic player, another legend for Lane.
Yeah, Binder, one of my favorite players for Lane United last season, seemed to get fouled every time he touched the ball, and that will happen when you're as quick and you have as good touch on the ball as Binder does.
Not too much production from that free kick by TSS, honestly.
You would have liked better if you're a fan of the team in black, but they've still got the ball, and well, I spoke too soon there.
Yeah, a little bit of signs of desperation in TSS. Zach Verhoeven is a talented player, and sometimes talented players have those kind of very special ways of behave on the field. But he is surely a very fun to watch player.
So Lane United looking to add. They led it 1-0. They lead it 2-1 currently. And Miralles now 10-on-10 crime as
Camara keep
took
doing
it away.
good things for his team.
All the way back to the TSS goal.
Nice
got
ball.
a touch to that.
Such a nice player to watch, Pagura. And so Binder, I was talking too much ahead of me, and Binder is playing same position as Zambrano. And that means that Coffey is still playing a little bit more deep. Well, the same role he has played the whole game. But let's see, it's Binder. Yeah, Binder is in front of Pagura. Pagura doesn't have he doesn't have to have enough time to think, because he's going to produce something for the Blacks.
And here's Akeem Ward getting by a few guys. Good dribbling from Ward. Ward's still on the ball. Now he plays it for Dotson. Dotson with the moment to think about it. He takes the shot, and it goes wide, but there was a little bit of corner there.
Yeah, great to see Akeem Ward going forward. He is a great player. He played sensational for Crichton when he was healthy this season, and he can go and move forward so often. It's been pretty much the only time, but because he's an experienced player already, he knows that there is still 20 minutes to go, and now the game is going to offer to him more spaces. So I'm sure that Akeem is going to have still at least one more run like that producing, and that was also a good finish by Hassani Dodson, by the way. He was very close to be on the net.
And here's Camara again. Been dangerous for TSS. Sizes up his options and taken away by Lane United. Chance to spring on the counter. Held up a little bit, but still with it.
It's Nick Moon. Yep.
And Binder chased that down. Sliding in, there it is. Pulled down. And it only took Matthias about 2.5 minutes to create a free kick.
And it must be right on the line. It was almost a
It
PK.
was real close, and
Yep.
this is one where, without any semblance of sarcasm, I can say I do not have the angle to make that call. Can't really see exactly the line, but that ball does not look like it's more than 6 feet at most.
And again, in that play, Matthias just did all he could, make an extra effort to get the ball back, and now this is a great chance for Lane.
Ball played in,
Still,
bouncing down, and chasing it all the way down is Coffey. Coffey tries to switch the play, got away from him a little bit. But as it plays hot potato, it's Akeem Ward who ends up with it. Bender just, he looks like he's moving in fast forward.
look at him. Oof, oof, sensational. Oh, and
Here's
that's
Man
the third
United
one.
right in. Through, can they keep it out?
Yes,
They cannot.
it's
It's
the
a
third
goal. 3-1 to Man United.
Sensational start of the play by Akeem Ward. It's just phenomenal. And then Nick Moon is vertical. Matthias Binder is being his teammate at University of Wisconsin for a couple of seasons, and he was telling me, Iñaki, he's vertical, he goes. That was a good move. Although it was also bad communication between defenders. But when you are so close to your line, of the goal line,
It gets hectic.
yeah,
It gets very hectic. That was maybe, I think, if you're a TSS fan or certainly the TSS coaching staff watching the replay of that was probably salvageable for them, but in the end, just miscommunication and the own goal for TSS. But hey, it doesn't matter who scores them. They count on the scoreboard just the same. And 2-goal lead is a big deal with 15 minutes left in regular time.
And again, we call it 3 minutes before. Akeem is going to have another run. And he's not just having the run, it's what you made of that runs. Okay? So when we are coaching players, young players, and they are fullbacks, you don't have to go all the time. You have to manage and to identify when is the right moment to go. And Akeem has been kind of managing himself, his fitness, and saying, now I'm gonna get more time, more space, and I'm gonna produce. I'm gonna wait my opportunity until I get something out of nothing, basically, for my team. That's another sign of a great player.
Got a yellow card there. It was just given to Mireles.
And look at Miralles on the goalie, looking back to the red aces like, well, I don't know if I need this. Look.
Yeah. Well, they did, to their credit, they at least tried to move off to the side so they're not directly behind him, but then the wind is blowing it straight back to the middle of the field.
Also, I think this might be something of a topic to talk about, because it's getting very, very heavy in some areas of the field, and it's really affecting the vision. So I think this might be something to talk about. You just have to manage how dense is that cloud, basically. I have been in European stadiums, and we'll see. It's beautiful from this perspective, though.
Maybe just a shorter release, because realistically, it makes its way across the field pretty quickly. But
yeah, but it could be that higher, so it's not right on the field, I would say. I don't know. I'm not far of an expert from this. And then it's definitely up to the referee. The referee has to take. He has to be the one just take notification of every single thing that happened in the game, and he might just make a comment about this.
All sorts of things end up in match reports. We'll see.
No, it's definitely the
but
beauty.
It's
the beauty.
It's beautiful, and that's what we care about up here. Players may have different perspective.
And then it's also the sign of goals scored. So it's always good, of course, to see that. Well, 3-1. 77 minutes. Is going to be enough for Lane?
It looks like it the way the second half has gone. I think you'd say 2-1 wasn't feeling super comfortable, but
And it was,
3-1 feels better.
The beginning of the second half was good for TSS, but that play by Nick Moon was very, very important for the game.
Yeah, it woke Lane United back up. I think they were a little slow to start the second half, and
yes.
we do have a substitution coming up.
Yeah, it's a center back Sam Tweedon who goes out of the game, and I think it's Sam or Peter. We'll see. Vision is so for us as well.
And Moon trying to get that one alive. Throw in coming for Lane United, 79th minute. And another substitution for Lane United. Looks like it's Akeem Ward who will, no, he just goes to take the throw in.
Think so.
So we'll hold off on the substitution.
Your ticket matches this number. 20518.
Played in and nearly dangerous, but Akeem Ward catches up to that one, heads it down right for Mireles, who will pick it up when pressured.
Yeah, the one who entered in the game for Lane United is Sam Busas. And it's man-to-man. He's going to play in the center back in the same position he was playing Sam Tweedon.
Another chance for TSS, chested forward, and they get the shot through to the side net, and
that's all it
has
takes.
Some words with his defense.
That's all it takes to have the Canadians back into this game. So let's see. These substitutions can also mess up a little bit with the rhythm and the pace that Lane United had in the game. Hopefully it doesn't happen. Another substitution, as you were saying, is about to happen. So we'll see. 10 minutes plus stoppage time, at least 2 or 3 minutes is still a lot of time. And so Lane United is going to have to work more and more efficiently in these last minutes to get the 3 points. And it's Miralles, which is going to be sub out. I think he played a good game, an all-around good game. I think he's going to be a key player for Lane. But he's going to be probably needed also in the next game that Lane is going to play in Salem on Tuesday. So
new home for Timbers U23, a little bit down the 5 from Portland. McCullough Stadium in Salem. And Lane United will be there a few times this season.
And the one that has got into the game is Vicente Mora for Miralles. He's going to occupy the same position he was being occupied by Miralles. Spaniard for Spaniard as well.
It's always been a heavy Spanish contingent the last couple years for Lane United. The Spanish Armada. Stadler for coffee there, and scary moments briefly. Now back in control for Lane.
Nice. Akeem Ward and Matthew Coffey, they play the game the right way. They have such a nice chemistry. They move in synchrony. It's really nice to see how they play with each other. Really, really nice.
It's just booted down the pitch there. by Buzas.
As you mentioned, I don't think TSS has anything else on the bench that is going to be put into the game. So what is TSS going to do? Are they going to try to go like that, a little bit desperate with long balls, or are they going to try to cook the play a little bit more and try to play their game? What are they going to do?
I think down 2, you kind of got to go for it. It seems to be route 1 o'clock.
But what happens is sometimes in soccer the short way is not the direct play, or, so it's always complicated because we always tell to the players it takes like 10 seconds to score a goal.
Yeah.
Take it easy. Continue to play the way you play and continue to elaborate the game. It's difficult to do at the end of the game, but I think that being more patient, it would be the right recipe for TSS. And another substitution for Lane United, probably one of the last ones.
Well, John's gonna try and keep those legs fresh.
Yeah.
As much as he can.
And giving confidence to every player as well. It's McKeowney, who is now in the game for Nick Moon.
Great impact on the game, though, did Nick Moon have?
Yeah, I think it was
really sparked it for Lane United.
I think it's something they still have to work out, honestly, especially the work between the midfield and the forwards. I don't think that was perfect. But I think he's definitely a player that is going to have an impact. And if some days Jordan Jones can't play or is not just at his best, Nick Moon has some similarities with him. So I think Lane United, as we were talking before, have a really nice roster with more than one player in each position that is going to produce for them, and that's definitely the best part of this. And then we had Jordan and we had Nick, the 2 forwards, scoring today, another very important thing, although I don't think Jordan is going to have any issues scoring goals for Lane this season.
No, he's no stranger to the back of the net, Jordan Jones. And outside of the forward positions in the midfield, Vicente Mora can score, Isma can score. There's
Matt Coffey can score.
Coffey can score. He had a multi-goal game for Lane United last year.
Beautiful game, huh? Against Sounders, right?
Yeah.
Beautiful game. And there it is. I have mentioned it every single time I have the broadcasting opportunity to do it, and McAfee is just a great all-around player. He makes his teammates better. He's always positive. He's always smiling. It's really nice to have him here one more season, honestly. I hope he's able to get a contract once his time, the course of the broadcasting, what his time at UP finishes, because I think he can continue to play professionally.
Yes, lots of potential. And that's what this league is about. This league is about development.
Yes.
As the teams, you want to win games, certainly.
Well, when you develop as a player and as a team, you're going to win more games.
One comes with the other.
Yes.
And we're starting to see as Lane United gets just more experience in this league, starting to see some Lane United names pop up professionally. Matt Bersano's gotten himself a contract. Of course, Kiri Shelton has been in MLS for a couple seasons now. Wade Hamilton, another keeper, I think, is in the Timbers organization somewhere. Long ball played for TSS. Heading it forward is the Rovers, and is that Kamara again?
He was too isolated, and that's when you are starting to see TSS is just falling apart a little bit, and it's just mentally. It's definitely mentally. If TSS will score a goal, everyone will come back to run, but soccer is so much into the head of the players, and it's just difficult for TSS now to overcome this 2-goal deficit. But let's see what happens.
Well, Dotson in the corner, and now gets it back.
Although I see closer the 4-1 than the 3-2, honestly.
I think I'd agree.
And there is going to go a King Ward again. Let's go. There goes.
Good ball from Binder to create the space.
Nice.
Big job for Ward.
Oh!
And Jones looking for number 2 off the head.
A beauty. And Jordan Jones feeling more and more comfortable as well in the box.
Oh, here's a chance for TSS. Can Mireles get there? He was always going to get there. He's had a solid game.
He gives confidence, you know, and that's so important when you are playing in the back. It's so important. The intangibles that people talk in basketball exist, and even more in soccer. And they are nothing about goals, score, or just assist. There is so much going on in the game of soccer affecting the game.
And here's Binder again trying to play wide. A takedown there, and that'll earn a whistle.
So who is going to take this one? Isaac. There is only one left player, which is Casey Taspertop, but he's not even close to the ball. It's Matthias.
Looks like it's Binder. We've seen Binder take set pieces before.
Yeah. It's looking
if you try and play this one realistically, if they're trying to play it for a head,
yeah,
Binder's probably not the one you want in the box.
No, it's looking to cross, and there are 3 big bodies in there for Lane United.
Lots of targets. Moore is pretty big.
But you can
Jones
also go for
big.
the first. Oh no, it's yeah.
Not able
I
to
would
keep
have
that
liked
alive.
to see him going for the shot on goal, trying to surprise a little bit the goalkeeper.
Into the last minute and a half of regulation time. And then thinking probably about 3 minutes feels right for stoppage time.
Oof,
there
have been a lot of subs.
Been a lot of subs.
So in the first half we didn't have anything, and we got at least 2 minutes of stoppage time. Don't try to apply the logic to this second half, but I will say at least 3, as you mentioned.
So still time for a change to the final score.
Don't forget to stop by the merchandise tent.
Back to Akeem Ward. And Ward has it taken away, but tries to get it back and does.
Such a solid game by Akeem. And now he's fighting against Kamara, which has been one of the best players, if not the best, for Rovers. But it's not easy to deal with Akeem Ward.
Way too much mustard on that one, trying to release either Jones or Mora over the top, but never challenged. Headed forward, Dotson tries to get ahead to that to keep it. He does, and Jones is a good 10 yards offside there.
He got Matthias Binder on the right. Probably Matthias didn't set anything to McKinney because it was a very easy pass for him. Now, I was mentioning during the game the position of Matt Coffey for Lane United, but the position he is playing now is where he has been playing for UP so successfully this last season. So, but again, with Matt Coffey, we are talking about a player that can play 3, 4, 5 positions, at least 4 positions, and being very, very productive. That's why he's such an important player. For Lane, for UP, where he is also the captain.
Dotson keeps that one alive for Mora.
Nice.
Mora with a good ball, but
it was a
not
good idea.
good enough.
Yep. Not the best execution of the pass.
But I think at the 90th plus minute, you'll still kind of take that 2-goal lead.
Well, if I am McKinney, I want that pass better, so I can produce. And I am sure Mora is a sub, and he's gonna remember that play when he goes to sleep tonight, probably, because that's an easy pass for him.
North of 91 complete minutes now. Anybody's guess how many we'll have, though?
I didn't see the sign either. I think, I don't know.
It's tough here because there's no number board, so you have to really watch.
Really look to the
You have
hand
to
of the
really
ref.
watch to see how many fingers get put up.
Yes, that's a difficult task.
And the Red Aces making their thoughts very clear on that. We'll leave the language to your interpretation. Played all the way back for Mireles. And whistle came somewhere. Or did it? Everyone sort of stopped around the referee. Don't think he actually did blow it. Coffee now. Macchioni. And Binder and Macchioni on the wing.
And that is, it's Coffee killing the game a little bit.
Coffee just trying to protect. May create one last chance here, though, for Lane United. They're happy to kill the game, but they'll take the shot if they get it.
He get out. That's a futsal play by Matthias Binder once more. He's the best on those sort of spaces.
Doing his best Harry Houdini there. The escape artist. Just killing this game here. One last chance, maybe a couple more for TSS, but not if they pass it like that. As combination from Mora and Macchioni, and then 3 all-important blasts on the whistle, and that's going to do it here from Les Schwab Sports Park. 3-1. Lane United get their first PDL win of the season. Perfect at home in PDL play.
There is a couple of words between some players of one and another team, but I don't think it's going to go any further. As you mentioned, it's the first win for Lane. It's what they needed, a win at home. This is the beginning of something, and I think that Lane has a great roster this year. I think it's a great chance to be up top, probably with Foothills, and they did what they are supposed to do.
And look at the pyro from the Red Aces. They got flares now. New toys for this new season from Lane United. Well, we'll take a quick break here. I think, Iñaki, you're going to tack down with someone on the pitch here. So
yeah, we are going to have players from Lane United. We are going to have John Gallas. And I think we are going to have as well TSS Rovers coach at least. So please, to everyone watching from Canada, we are going to try to have your head coach as well on the broadcasting in a few seconds.
We will take a quick break until we get to that point, but don't you go anywhere.
I'm going to be there. Hi, Will.
Hey, how you doing?
Good, and you? So what are your impressions about the game?
Well, I mean, I personally enjoyed the style that Lane plays. I like the way that, they try to entertain, they try to keep the ball. There's clearly a Spanish influence, as we know, which is great to see. I thought we like to play, but, our passing was weak, and we need to keep the ball more, and I think we cost ourselves dearly by not taking good care of the ball.
Nonetheless, I think that, the beginning of the game was a little slow for your team, right? But then you kind of came back in the game with the play by Camara. And don't you think that you got a little bit of dictating the game in the last part of the first half, beginning of second half? I think you still can get something from this game to carry over, no?
I think that there's definitely positives. I mean, today's game is such a fast transition game. Everything is about, if you lose it once, the higher levels you go, it goes right into your net. So if you lose it 20 yards out from opposition goal, it can be down on your end in seconds. And so for us, we have a very young squad. We have 17-year-old on, 3 18-year-olds, 4 18-year-olds at the end. So for us, it's a learning environment that, we want to win. We did dictate some moments there. I think our best players have to, help advise, mentor the younger players. But truly, you can't go to the next level. You can't be watched at the next level if you're not keeping the ball. So you can have the ball for 70 minutes, and then make one mistake. That's all it takes. This is a very well-instructed team that we're playing against. Our players are needing to learn that every little moment counts in 90 minutes. So while I agree with you, and I like some of the stuff that we can take with us, I definitely think, you can't play 65 minutes. You got to play 90.
Yeah, hopefully you have more. You have a better result on Sunday against Sounders, right. And I gotta say that the league is very happy of having you on the league. Yes, I am very impressed with the play of your team. So good luck, Will.
Appreciate you for having us.
Are you the
Is it on? Do you want me to interrupt?
To improve, but it's going to be a process. We got to keep working and goal and finish our chances.
Okay, good luck on your trip now up to Seattle, and hopefully you can get more points.
Awesome, thank you. Take care.
Thanks, man. Yeah, that's good.
Is this my turn?
Yeah.
My turn?
I'll
swing by
this is the man.
Okay.
No.
From here?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
Hey, good job, thank you.
It's working? Yeah. Hi. Hi, John. How are you?
Great. Can you hear me? Is it better? I'm good. I'm happy.
Feels good.
It does. halftime didn't feel good. We didn't play well in the first half. I thought we came out with great intensity, great energy first 10 minutes, and then we started to let the game go a bit. And obviously the penalty didn't help us in our energy and our mood and our commitment to the game. You could see it was in question.
So how did you approach the halftime talk? It was more of we should change something or we should just get back mentally into the game.
It was exactly that. Just mentally, we had to get back to what worked in that first 15 minutes, which was playing in to play out, getting Akeem involved, getting Zambrano involved on the flanks, and stop trying to find Jordan directly at times. I thought they did a fantastic job in bottling him up. Their center backs were excellent, but we needed more quality going into the final third. But we also needed to commit, Akeem and be forward more quickly. I thought Akeem was hanging back too much in the first half, and he'd pick and choose. The second half, he was fantastic. Probably the best half we've seen him play all year. And it was just an attitude adjustment. We needed to get back to what we did in training. We needed to get back to what we had confidence in doing. That's possession, and Coffee was better. Akeem was better. I thought the subs made a difference as well.
So moving forward against Sounders, you think?
Monday.
Oh, against Timbers. Yes, against Timbers. Do you think you're going to have to change a lot or just trying to build up on the positives of today? How do you approach the next away game?
Well, we'll see how they respond tomorrow in terms of recovery. We'll have a recovery session, see who's got knocks and injuries. I'll look at some data, I'll look at some film, and if we need to tweak a few things, we will. I think we have the depth and we have the quality to come in. Hassani came in, gave us good minutes and great spark. Bender came in, did exactly the same. Macchioni was dangerous up top when he came in. These guys are hungry to play, so I think we can make a few changes if we need for the sake of quality. And then also if guys are lacking in fitness because of injury. But we'll see what happens.
I have a small theory going on about Northwest Division, and is that if you win away games, you are going to be at top. So what do you think about that?
Assuming you win at home as well?
Yes, assuming that.
Yeah, if you win away and at home, then you don't lose. You got a great chance. No, I agree.
So yeah.
If you can pick up points on the road in this league, you're putting yourself in the top 3 if you can. Absolutely.
Okay, best of luck for Tuesday, right?
Holiday Monday, Memorial Day in Salem.
Okay, Monday.
All right, thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah, enjoy.
Bye. Thank you, guys.
Hi, Casey.
How you doing?
I'm good, and you?
Good. I felt great about the game, yeah.
Tell me your impressions about this game. I don't know how many times have you played as a fullback, and how did you feel? And also the working of the team, the functioning of the team overall.
Yeah, I think it was great. The first 15, 20 minutes of the game, I think we really came out and played well. Once we kind of gave up the goal, we kind of lost our rhythm a little bit, and all the way towards halftime. So, we had a good halftime talk, kind of come out and try to play our game again. And I think as the second half progressed, you saw more passes, more connecting of passes, and just kind of got some shots on goal and they went in. So that's great. As left back, I played my first year here at left back, so I kind of have an idea of what I'm doing a little bit. But I'm just trying to help the team as best I can and get out there and try to win the 3 points like we did tonight.
Yes. So I would like to know a little bit more about your expectations individually in these seasons with Lane United again. What are your kind of goals for this season?
Summer.
Okay, I got try to make the playoffs. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that's every team's goal during PDL. Try to make the playoffs and try to play as many games with these guys as you can throughout the summer. So it all helps us individually, and when we go back to our college team. So the longer we can play together and play well together, then the more it's going to help us in our college seasons.
It's always great to see you playing. Honestly, I don't care if he's fullback, if he's holding midfielder, and also because you are a product of Eugene and South Eugene High School as well, so it's always a pleasure. So I hope you continue to have fun and get more wins for the team.
Thank you. Yeah, I appreciate it.
Thank you. And now we are gonna get back to Isaac, and we are gonna put an ending to this broadcasting. Many thanks to everyone watching from home, and as we were saying, thank you to everyone, and back to you, Isaac.
Yeah, and thank you as well, Iñaki, and to all of our viewers today. That's going to do it for us. Lane United start strong and finish stronger. Take home the 3-1 win on the backs of goals from Jordan Jones, Nick Moon, and the help of one own goal from TSS. They did give up the one penalty, but worked out the kinks at halftime. Finish off with the 3-1 win to collect their first PDL win of the season. And that will do it for us. Next home game for Lane United, the 2nd of June against the Sounders U23s. Before that, they will be up in Salem against the Timbers U23s. So one last time, I'm Isaac Rosenthal for Iñaki Gonzalo. Thank you all so much, and have a great night.